Alrighty, guys. All Facts Media. My name is Aaron Robinson, joined by my twin brother Andrew Robinson. And today we're also joined by the newest Nebraska Cornhusker, Elijah Wood. Elijah, thanks for joining us today.
Thank y'all for having me.
No problem, man. No problem. So we're going to get right into it. Obviously, you've had quite the journey, in the last 2 years. You've been to a bunch of different schools out here. I've committed to, a bunch of different schools, Tulane, and then being committed there, and then decommitting to Rhode Island, and decommitting, and now finally getting to your commitment that you reached the other day, committing to Nebraska. So, talk to me a little bit about your journey. Obviously, playing at BCC in Montgomery County, playing at, Berkmar and Orlando, and then journey to where you are today.
So, man, it's been a long journey, man. Like, it's really been long because I've never been, one of those kids who, played for TakeOver or something like that, with the big names and stuff. So it's everything I had to do, I really did it with, my support base and, just me for real. Just with the help of people along the way. But, I never really had, a lot of people helping me. So, it's been a long and difficult journey, with the Tulane thing, whole staff got fired. And then, with the Rhode Island thing, it was, a little messy situation. And, people were leaving. And I just didn't feel like that was the right place. And then, the Atlanta Berkmar this year. So the manager of the Migos, Jarrell Nance, he came in contact with me because the school I was at, it got shut down because the owner embezzled a lot of money. So that was the prep school. It's called Lincoln Academy, man. And now we still cool to this day. We talk almost every day, me and our teammates. It has teammates like Bryce McGowan's. I don't know if y'all heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
Ant Thomas, he from around here, and Quincy, Mad, and we had a really stacked team, and it's been this year especially has been a long year, but I'm just glad it's over to go to college in a perfect situation, to be honest.
Yeah. So I mean, you were slated to go to Hargrave and be a member of the class of 2021, and then you obviously decided to go to Nebraska and come out this year and attend college. Kind of talk about why Nebraska and why did you make the choice to kind of come back into the class of 2020?
So I went to Hargrave because I honestly they have a track record that speaks for itself. It's Hargrave, it's a very impressive program, and I was really having my mindset on going there, and it was just Nebraska was we were taught they were the first people to offer me. When I first decommitted, they probably didn't offer me. I probably wouldn't have gotten some of the offers I got, just because of they took the chance and they felt like they were just taking a chance, and I can really respect that. Not too many people would do that, especially off the little image that got going on, because I decommitted from Tulane, then Rhode Island, they took that chance because they saw something that I really didn't even see in myself at the time.
So what about Fred Hoiberg, and what about Nebraska? Made you so comfortable. You talking about it says it's a perfect situation. What do you think makes Nebraska a perfect situation, and what ultimately made you commit there?
So in my opinion, Coach is his resume is remarkable. He's coached at Ohio State. He coached the Bulls with Rajon Rondo. He's known for making elite pro guards, and that's what I'm trying to be, an elite pro guard one day. And it's in the Big Ten. They got transfers coming in. We're gonna be really good this year. And I really just wanted to be a part of that team, and leave my mark in college basketball, hopefully fulfill my dreams one day, going to the NBA.
I mean, obviously, you're a Montgomery County kid. Obviously this year you were down in school down in Atlanta at Berkmar. Kind of just talk about, obviously, but you did play at BCC as well. So kind of talk about your high school career, kind of like you mentioned, a lot of ups and downs, but kind of talk about your playing days at BCC, at Berkmar, kind of what that was like for you.
Man, high school has been a long journey, on and off the court, but that's high school though. Everybody's gonna have a long journey and different experiences. It's just I got to see all types of life through high school, from all different aspects, and can overcome. I overcome a lot So, like made me who, like, I can overcame, like, BCC, not even saying like the school's bad or nothing, like, cause it's not, it was a great school. It was just like, I overcome like the headaches of like Bethesda or something. And then, overcame like the headaches of like Silver Spring and even Atlanta. Like, it's just different. It's like y'all know it's different from like, say like Burtonsville over like Colesville area than like Bethesda or something. Like, you just know it's different. So I got to see like all types of life, even to the extremes, like in Atlanta, like it's like, it's different. I got to like, it's just different, so I got to overcome a lot of stuff, basketball wise. Like, I got to be like, play against a lot of people. Like, this year I played against the most talent I've ever played against in my life. And I played against like Brandon Boss and all them dudes. Like, and now, like, this past year was the hardest high school competition I've ever played against. Like, we played against people like Sharif Cooper, Caleb Murphy, Sneak. Like, it was just different. It was different down there.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you're a Montgomery County kid, and like you just spoke about, transferred down to Georgia. Obviously, Andrew and I were Montgomery County kids and went to play prep school up in Connecticut at Putnam Science Academy, and then obviously went on to play in college. So, talk about that chip on your shoulder. Obviously, we all know that there's a stigma about Montgomery County kids that they're soft or they aren't that good, or but just whatever have you. Just talk about that chip on your shoulder and just that stigma of being from Montgomery County, and how you kind of use that to motivate you when you're on the court.
Yeah, so in my opinion, Montgomery County has the best ball players. We just have a lot of untapped talent that never even got a chance to even make it, just because just grades or something like that. Like, in my opinion, Montgomery County kids have a big chip on their shoulders because everybody like praises the PG kids and DC kids. No one gives Montgomery County kids enough credit. That's another reason why I feel like my path was just different and a little harder than a lot of people because I'm from Montgomery County, so it ain't like I'm just gonna be like how they like the DMV likes the little like a PG kid, of a marble or something like that. It just, but nah, I'm from Silver Spring, so it's just different. We like, in my opinion, Montgomery County kids have to grind more. It's like people from Montgomery County wouldn't believe it, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So I mean, for you, obviously being able to play in the Big Ten next season, you mentioned the jump from playing in Montgomery County to Berkmar this year, where you're playing against kind of the best players in the country, and now you're going to make another huge jump, to the Big Ten, which is arguably the best conference in college basketball. How do you feel like you're going to be able to prepare yourself for that, or how do you think your game stacks up, or just kind of what do you even have to do to be ready to make that jump and go into the Big Ten next year?
In my personal opinion, I gotta put in work every day, every hour, like just no rest to be prepared because that's like no joke. That ain't no joke. So I just gotta work out and just keep on working and just keep my head down and just keep on pushing. I ain't worried about what everybody else is doing. I just gotta worry about what me and my team is doing and how we can be the best versions of us for real.
Now, for those of our viewers who don't know you, just describe your game a little bit, and describe how you think you see your game fitting into Fred Hoiberg's offense at Nebraska, and how you think you see yourself fitting into the rotation with the point guards and the combo guards next year at Nebraska.
Yeah, so my roles have kind of changed, throughout high school. Like at BCC, I was like a point guard. I was mostly passing because I like to pass. I like dimes and stuff. But at Berkmar this year, I would like kind of have to be a scorer. I'm just like I'm taller than most point guards, so it's easier to see over. I can I can make better passes and like read the defense better. Like I can also shoot deep. I gotta work on my finishing and stuff. But I just like doing what it has to take or what I feel it has to take in that moment to win. Whatever it need be.
I mean, how exciting is it for you to be able to play for a coach that has NBA coaching experience, like you mentioned before, has coached a number of players to the NBA. What does that mean to you to be able to walk into a situation like that, playing for a coach like Fred Hoiberg?
Man, it's just like a blessing. Like, it's really a blessing, It's like no disregarding like high school basketball and prep school, but like it's a feeling. It's a different feeling going and playing for like a coach like that, and then just going in like another year in prep school or something. Like it's just like it doesn't really feel real, you know. Especially, you know, because it's like Big Ten. That's all you watch growing up, like ACC, Big Ten, and stuff like that. So, you know, and it just like I know, like it was surreal for me to even have the opportunity, you know, because like I've been through it all. Like I've been ranked and all that, this, that, and the third. Like fell off, kind of got back on. It's been a tough journey. So you know, to have like a situation like that, it's like surreal, especially for Coach Hoiberg. Like he just makes pros, you know. That's all I want. That's all I want to do. So it's like a blessing.
Talking about your dreams of being a pro, what are your goals for yourself going into your freshman season next year in Nebraska, both personally and, you know, team-wise?
Personally, you know, I want to be like 10, 15 pounds bigger. I want to like be able to like finish better, you know. I want to like get the March Madness and stuff because, you know, I want to know what that's like to even experience that. And that's basically it. You know, whatever happens, happens. You just gotta go out and earn it.
Yeah. I mean, for guys like myself and my brother, you know, we know your game and we know how talented you are. And obviously coming out of Montgomery, definitely, you know, one of the more highly talented players coming out of Montgomery County in the last couple of years for sure. But for the people who might not know you, or for the people who might have that doubt in their head and say, you know what, I don't think he's good enough to play in Nebraska. You know, he's at URI. You know, he played in Montgomery County at BCC. He's not going to be able to excel in the Big Ten. What do you have to say to those people?
I mean, to be honest, hate's what keeps me motivated and kept me motivated so far. So, you know, I don't think people get like that just keeps on motivating me and don't really tear me down or nothing. It just wants me to prove you wrong.
Yep. Well, that was the last question I had for you. I don't know if there's anything else Andrew wanted to ask you.
I guess I would say, you know, if you could tell Nebraska fans one thing that they're going to be getting from Elijah Wood over the next 4 years, what would it be?
I'm trying to give y'all a show. On the court, just trying to give y'all a show.
All right, man. Love it. Love it. Well, man, thank you for your time, man. We appreciate it. Definitely want to wish you the best of luck at Nebraska next. Going into the Big Ten. You're definitely going to have our support here at All Facts Media. We're definitely going to be, you know, looking out for you and, you know, wish you the best of luck.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay safe.
No problem, man. You too.
You too.
All right, I'm going to catch y'all.
All right, man.